Watcher Losties. Hey, we've just watched episode 11 and welcome back to the land of the living, Ben. This is the official fan show for Lost on Sky One. Come and look who's with me. It's Paul Terry, the editor of the official Lost magazine.
Hello.
What are you laughing for?
I'm in a really good mood.
Stop it. Over here, it's everyone's third favourite geeky nerd. It's Geeky Tom.
Hey, there's not another two, is there?
And if you understood what he said there, well done you. Now, let's talk about the episode of Lost we've just watched. Ben isn't dead.
No.
Have they cheated us a little bit here, Paul Terry? There are a couple of the things that upset me.
Okay, go on.
When he got shot last week, he got shot there. The wound is now there. Is that right? I'm correct in thinking that?
There was bleeding out to his right hand side.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And he's not dead, you know. Saeed, being the trained hitman, should have pumped some bullets in his head.
But doesn't this back up some of the theories that he can't die? Because of the island and because of the future, Ben isn't dead. So, yeah, I'm just suggesting that's maybe what's happened. That it doesn't matter if you try, like Michael, it doesn't matter if you shoot him in the head or the heart, he will recover.
No. Because when Michael got shot, the gun wouldn't work or the bullet would, miss him or something. He got shot.
But I'm thinking of Mars's theory saying that it's Ben's past, so he can't die. You know, the big rant that about Hurley, but I'm sure that's what I was thinking. Because it's Ben's past.
Yeah.
That's why he can't die.
Tom, did you feel that was cheating in any way whatsoever, the bullet moving and... Did it? Maybe I've got it wrong.
No.
Good. Jack has changed.
I like the new Jack.
Yeah.
But Kate doesn't.
But Jack has kind of got quite steely and determined not to do what he's done in the past.
Yeah.
What about his Hippocratic oath? Do you know what that means?
I think so.
Let's go into Paul Terry again, because I think we may get more. What about What about Jack's Hippocratic oath? He's said that he's going to have to help everyone, and he refuses to help a child.
Yeah, new Steely Jack, Tom. Yeah, I'm not loving it. He's because it's like, okay, he doesn't want to fix everything.
Yeah.
But why is he all? I'll make some sandwiches. I'll have a shower.
He's being daddy cool to the extreme, isn't he?
But then it doesn't work because then Kate has a big rant at him, doesn't like him. Juliet comes in and serves him one. So not really working out.
But why is he changing like this? Is it because he's upset with Sawyer? Is it because he's been put in the subservient role of being a workman, or is it just because he's realised that everything he's done in the past has been wrong? When I interviewed Jack, what's his name, Matthew Fox, on the island of Hawaii. He did say to me that in this season, Jack will learn that actually he's not always been right, and his spiritual side will start to come out more, as opposed to his scientific medical side.
He's sounding more like John Locke, isn't he? With the whole, maybe the island should fix things.
Yeah.
But I like the way that even when he's confronted by Juliet, and she says, "Well, what are you here for then?" He says, "I don't know."
Yeah.
So he doesn't actually know yet. So he's kind of.
Whereas Kate tells us what she's there for.
Yes.
We got that.
And that's why in the other episode she was all steely faced when Sawyer went, "Why did you come back?"
She's there for Claire.
I like that, yeah. Because that's her putting herself completely behind the situation and going, I'm going to find Claire and readdress the balance a bit because, she did take Aaron for a long time, but she needed him emotionally, but now she's going to find his mum.
All right, going on a little bit.
Good.
It's going on a little bit now.
I'm rambling.
Yeah, all right,
sorry,
whatever. Why is Kate so keen to help Ben?
Maybe she sees a bit of Aaron maybe in young Ben, and because they kept on mirroring her relationship with Aaron with her relationship with Ben on the island, and I'm trying my best here.
Yeah. It's not very good. And what I don't get is Juliet. The weird thing when Juliet comes out and she says, "Oh, Ben's going to die," and Kate says, "Is there anyone that can help him?" She goes, "Yeah, maybe the others can." What does she know about the others? Because I'm surprised she said that. What, they live in the jungle? What, they can do a bit,
I don't know. I felt a bit of a desperate moment. I think she just thinks that there's nothing she can do. And I think after the Amy's baby, she's probably come out a little bit that she's,
Yeah. All right, let's give you one more chance.
But I think she knows exactly what's going to happen when she gives Ben over to the others. The way she kind of looks down at the floor and is kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, I know that he's probably going to change completely and lose his innocence.
Why does Richard Alpert knows who he is? In that he's the young Ben Linus, but he doesn't know who he's going to become, does he? at that point?
No, we don't.
Because Richard Alpert is in 1977, and that's.
Yeah, but interesting. They've met before, haven't they? When Ben saw his mum. So.
Well, that's why he says, "Is that Ben Linus?"
Yeah, but
he recognises
the thing about they handed him over to young Ben to the others, and therefore they're going to create the monster. Blah blah blah. But if he was going to join them anyway, how does it even matter if he was shot? Because he was going to join the others anyway, and therefore would have still had his innocence taken. Yada yada yada.
No,
so
but would he have had his innocence taken though? Would he have been taken down to the Temple of Nastiness?
Oh, okay, no, fair enough. Yeah, if you see the Temple of Nastiness, is that the official Dharma term for the mysterious temple?
Well, it turns you into it warps your mind down there. Something happens.
We see the door open, but
I want to know what happens.
So are we saying that Ben, after he comes out of the temple and has lost his innocence, has the sickness?
Well, yeah, it must be, because it's the same thing that Riso explains.
Can I just say another cop-out, and this is genuinely a cop-out from the writers. He'll forget all of this ever happened. Therefore, when you go back and watch season 2, where Saeed's beating him up, he won't recognise him because he forgot that. I thought that was a little bit lame.
It was a bit. But then it could be like, maybe it's an evil twin thing where, like, Ben, who's been shot, is still, actually does die, and then they kind of clone him and he has an evil
But there's a lot of patchy
Where's that
memories.
rubbish come from?
Yeah, I was like, what show are you
Just
watching?
move on from that. Okay, we've got an email from Christian, who says, Richard Alpert told us about the repercussions healing Ben would have upon the boy. We have seen the adverse effects of entering the temple and those such as Rousseau's fiancée and the science team. I believe that what goes on in the temple is something like out of Invasion of the Body Snatchers. This would mean that the Ben we know and love is some kind of island alien parading around in the body of the real Ben.
Makes my cloning theory
It does make it, yeah. Okay, if we follow that nonsense through, does that mean that somehow Ben, as he later becomes, could be healed and return back to being that nice little boy that he was?
They kind of exercise the demon out of him. Maybe. We don't know what they're... I don't think it's an alien thing. Maybe it's a kind of more a spiritual thing.
Sorry.
Whoa, hang on.
Hang on a second.
Say that again.
What's
we'll
this?
subtitle it and everything.
It could be more of a like an old spirit gets put in his body. I don't know.
But that's not science.
I know it's
Tom.
Look at you. You're coming around to our way of thinking.
Come over to the dark side.
Something dark side.
While these two are giggling like sixth form girls, if you'd like to email us with your theory, then send an email to lostonsky1@sky.com. Lostonsky1. It's the number 1 at sky.com. And we're also on the Facebook, the Bebo, the MySpace, and indeed the Twitter. We find out what happens to Aaron. Kate gives him back to Carol.
Yeah, we thought it was going to be...
Kate gives him back to Carol, Mary Poppins.
Oh, blimey.
That was the worst accent I've ever heard in my life. What do you mean my Claire's alive on the island?
You sound like Frank Spencer.
Oh, Betty. That was a terrible accent. They do Australian accents very bad. Remember when Hurley goes back to see the woman in Australia who's the wife of the guy that first found the numbers?
Oh, crikey.
And she was talking like that as well about the numbers, mate. But she gives him back to Claire's mum. Mm-hmm. Nice.
Which I thought was going to be Cassidy. I thought Cassidy was going to get to look at
Oh,
Aaron.
yes, thank you.
Oh, yeah, Cassidy.
Right, at the start, have you ever? Are you a clone of Geeky Tom? Because at the start of this episode, when Kate goes around to see Cassidy and Clementine, Tom's going, "Who's that?" And we go, "Well, that's the woman that Sawyer had a child with." Sawyer's got a child? Yeah, they did an episode where they did some cons together. He conned her out of all the money, and then there was another episode where he was in prison and she came and visited him. I don't remember it. I've never seen it in my life. Do you know who she is now?
Yeah.
No, you don't, do you?
I do.
You didn't. How could you not remember Cassidy?
I don't know it. She wasn't a major player in... Oh, there we go.
She's the mother of Sawyer's
She's
child.
the most major aspect of his entire history.
It didn't stick.
And even as we were explaining it to him, he's going, "No, I don't know it. No, never heard of it."
All right.
Would you like to apologise to the viewers of this for being a muppet?
Sorry for being a muppet.
Well done. That's my new ringtone, by the way. See what I found quite exciting in the dull scenes between Kate and Cassidy that were like a soap opera, and the scene with the Claire's mum, Carol, is that Kate has told them the truth about what happened on the island. And I thought that was quite exciting, because obviously that's a big, big secret. And they said, well, no, actually, everyone's alive. Sawyer jumped out to save us. It's all, we've lied. It's not my kid. Did you not find that exciting, just me?
Not particularly,
Oh.
but it does lead me to believe that maybe Cassidy may be in on it.
No.
Sorry?
Nonsense.
Well, maybe...
Coming from a man who doesn't even remember who she is, I don't know how you suddenly decided she's now like
In on it.
Widmore or Linus faction.
I thought that was exciting though, that the truth is now out there slightly.
But I like the way they did it in the sense that it's Cassidy, who's obviously been really good at conning people and knows how to read people.
But stuff like that
and
never...
looking at Kate and going, "You're lying to me," instantly.
Yeah.
And that was good for Kate, I think, shaking her out.
Stuff like that never... This, you know, like revealing a big secret, like that never, you know, doesn't not get out. It's going to get out somehow.
That's what I'm hoping, yeah. Why? Hang on, but surely Aaron has to go back to the island.
No, because Claire came to Kate in the vision saying, "Don't you dare bring him back."
Why does he have to? Yeah,
Because they all have to go back to the island.
Yeah, but that's all been that's gone.
Oh, that's gone now.
You don't need to worry
We've
about
got
that.
forum posts from See You in Another Life, brother. I think that the supermarket scene where Aaron got lost or appeared as though he was kidnapped or vanished was a foreshadowing. I got the feeling when Kate left him in the hotel room alone, something is going to happen to him. I think that he won't be in the room when Claire's mum goes in to get him. Maybe he will end up back on the island somehow.
Something has to happen with all that scene. I think there was too much of it not
No,
to
I
have
think-
a significant...
I think it was just a sentimental scene. It was a sentimental episode, you know, and that's it.
I quite like that. Maybe he will disappear. Maybe, Cassie does let on that this is Aaron, this quite special child.
And Widmore uses him as bait.
And goes and gets him.
Yeah. Back in 1977, it's getting more difficult to stop people getting suspicious about Jack, Kate, and the others as well, including Sawyer a little bit. They can't keep this lie going for much longer. It's getting very close to coming out, isn't it?
Kate's standing there by all the monitors and the screens,
Yeah.
and Sawyer's trying to sort it out. You know, why is she here? What's your name?
Is Kate going to make love to Ben Linus' dad?
There seemed to be a bit of flirting
It's a little
going
bit
on.
of,
maybe more from Roger's side than Kate's side, but she was, just happy to sort of ingratiate herself into that group of.
I did enjoy it. Look, there they are. Hurley and Miles, who've
best
now
scene.
become like bestest buddies.
Yeah.
And it was a brilliant scene where it's time travel for dummies, wasn't it? And it was hilariously done and fascinating and explained it all, which is very exciting.
But I think Hurley's always been the voice of the fans. He's always been the voice of the audience. I like the way that when we're thinking like, but you know, we said the Back to the Future thing the other week, and then he says it and then goes through all the problems that we're encountering with the series, and then almost solves all the problems and then presents new questions.
I don't think he solved them. He just discussed them. He didn't really bring it to any resolution. It was just a bit of friendly banter, a bit of fun.
A little bit of fun there. Now Jack he's becoming more of a loose cannon, isn't he?
Really loose cannon.
He's just a bit like he's like a stroppy teenager. Yeah, I don't care. He's like you. Is he gonna let it slip that they're from the future? And
one of the reasons why they're gonna have to come clean is because they'll go and say that they have come from the future, and it will start the creation of where we see the beginning of season 1 when they're drilling holes and into the
season 4, episode 1 and season 5.
Season 4, yeah.
5.
Yes.
Getting confusing. Very quickly, any ideas where Saeed's gone? Saeed's just run off in his silk shirt, running through the jungle like a madman. Yeah, I shot a kid. Woo!
I think he's going to get some boar and have some dinner. And
I think he's going to join the ranks of Jacob and Claire, and
really
the kind of mysterious. I can't explain what's going on. It's just going on.
Well, let's wrap this baby up, shall we? Paul Terry, in 3 words, this week's episode, please.
Kate, rescue Claire.
Yeah, okay.
More
Tom.
of a statement, yeah.
Fleshy blood wound. That's quite good, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's terrible. Our midweek edition is released this Wednesday at sky.com/lost. We're going to talk more about Sawyer, Ben and Dharma, and we're going to have a biggest Lost fan update. Plus, I don't know why I'm laughing. It's mainly out of fear, if I'm honest. Plus, more of your emails, your questions, and the best of your theories. Join us on Wednesday. Until then, namaste.
Hey, there's not another two, is there?